What's going on, folks? So today I'm going to be checking out a band called Vysion, and the name of the song is Origins. Now, this is actually from an EP they released last year, which I didn't hear, so this is brand new for me, and I think it was their debut EP as well. So, yeah, I'm very curious to see what these folks are all about. I've never listened to the band before, so let's just check them out, shall we? Rangers, go.
Into the fight, they will live or die. To the great war, they join the queen. Into the fight, they will live or die. A million light years away, at the origins of times. The dragons, the lions and wood are the kings of the fallen stars. A million light years away, at the origins of times. The dragons, the lions and wood are
quite impressive stuff. I'm quite impressed. These folks, they definitely have a lot of talent, and I think they have a lot of potential. Like it's to me, this is a really exciting kind of new band. Like I said, I believe it was their debut EP that they released last year. I could be wrong, but I like what I hear. I really like what I hear. There's a lot about this song that I loved. First and foremost, that main guitar riff. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. It's fast. It's fun. It's got even a hint of a folkiness to it. It's just tight. I mean, I got hype every time. It's just a blast. That main riff, just so sick. So that kind of pulled me in right off the rip. I just really loved that riff. I was just hype, beyond hype. And then you have, it's an interesting song. It has a really cool vibe to it. Because besides that kind of fast main riff, the rest of the song has a very kind of like deliberate rhythm to it. The rest of the song isn't quite as fast as that main riff kind of led me to believe that it would be present more in the song. So I have slightly mixed thoughts on that. I'll get to that, but I like the lead vocals too. She has a very powerful voice, a very commanding voice. And I thought she kind of led the charge well vocally, with this song, just really adding that kind of power into the song. Very, very strong voice. So I dug that. I thought it was a really nice kind of dynamic that was created between the music and the music. The song is not like atmospheric, but, it definitely conjures a vibe. I'm saying outside of like that main riff, the song, it partly I think because of that kind of deliberate rhythm to it, it's not like atmospheric, but definitely conjures a vibe. And then you have her vocals on top of that, which it's just a cool dynamic, and I thought it worked really, really well. So yeah, I really liked her voice a lot. So after that main riff, you get the verses. Where the music takes a little bit of a back seat, but it's still there in the background, and that's when you kind of get that rhythm going. And I like the rhythm of the verses too. It doesn't break the mold or anything, but it does its job, and it keeps that rhythm moving. And again, I just like her voice. One thing I thought was really cool about this band too is all of like the group vocals. You get like the chants in there. And I think like during that main riff, like you get like some chant and or like grunts almost, and it just adds to the vibe, adds almost to like a warrior kind of spirit. So yeah, all those group vocals that were in there was awesome. I thought it was used really, really well in certain spots to really emphasize, really almost kind of add some grit to the song. But you get the verses and you kind of move into the pre-chorus. And I thought the verses and the pre-chorus did a really good job of kind of building up, into a chorus. Like it really kind of gets you ready, for like a chorus or almost, to battle or something. It just really builds up nicely. And then that chorus hits. And at first, I was a little bit mixed about the chorus. I still am in a way, but for a different reason than I was originally. But every time I heard the chorus after the first time, it just hit different. Like, I dug it. Because a part of me felt like building up into the chorus, the momentum should have started moving faster, but it sort of kept that rhythm that was started like in the verses, that deliberate kind of rhythm. And so I was thrown off a little bit. I thought things were going to start moving a bit. I thought the chorus was going to pick up momentum when it hit, but it doesn't. But after knowing that, each time that the chorus came up again, man, when that pre-chorus builds up, and then bum 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 bum. It just was tight. Like it just hit. It got me hyped. It got me amped. And again the group chants and stuff in there, and just her voice and the music. It just sounds epic. And so that really, really grew on me. Now, the only thing that I'm still mixed on in the chorus is the fact that every time you get the chorus, it's kind of like the chorus like repeated twice. You sort of get the chorus twice. And to me, when you have it hit so hard the first time, and then it kind of repeats, to me it sort of loses steam because it hit so hard the first time, and then it kind of stays the same. When it just repeats again. So it just loses that momentum. So I feel like, or whatever momentum, because there is momentum built there, just different than what I originally thought would be there. So you have it hit so hard, the first time, and then you have that little pause, and then it kind of hits again, but it just loses that impact because you don't have the build-up from the pre-chorus, and you don't have that initial wallop again. So just repeat it again, it just feels like it's lingering too long. So I feel like either it shouldn't be repeated, which then I would think the chorus is maybe a little too brief. So what I think, like for the second half of the chorus, the music or something needs to pick up. Like it needs to keep that energy instead of it kind of losing the energy. So yeah, if like maybe the music kicked in, or the music got quicker, the guitar riff got speedier or something, just to keep some sort of momentum going, just to make that second repeated chorus feel fresh still, instead of it just like, oh, okay, we're just doing this again. Like it just kind of feels like it's lingering or overstaying its welcome. So something needs to change there for that repeated section, or just change that, and instead of repeating, just have something else. But I like the melody in the chorus, so that could stay, but maybe the vocals soar a bit higher, the music get a bit speedier, something just to keep it feeling fresh and to keep that energy alive. So that's really like my only critique about the song, is that chorus, that second repeated chorus. Something just needs to be done to really energize or revitalize it, just to keep things fresh. That's just the best way I can say it. The guitar solo was nice and stuff, and then I like the chants. When like the music goes away and they're kind of just all chanting together. But the only thing that was missing there was maybe like halfway through or something. The drum, like the kick drum, needs to come in, or some kind of like a big sounding doom, 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 something. You don't need the guitar or any of that. Just like a percussion in there, just going with like the beat, doom, doom. Because I felt like in that chant, like I wanted to pump my fist, but it just didn't feel right. Again, I really feel like you need some kind of percussion in there. Only a percussion hitting that beat. Oh, man, I feel like that would just really add power to that section. Because I like the idea. It just needs that extra oomph. And then, you get the chorus and stuff. And so at the end of the day, really, really cool song. A lot I liked about it. I got quite hype and amped. Just a couple little things I feel like could be tweaked to really just bring this song to the next level. But as it stands, I'm very impressed. Very, very impressed. This is a band I'm definitely going to be keeping my eye on now. And I want to try to go back and listen to their debut EP now, because I'm super intrigued by what else they got. But I'm going to keep my eye on them, and I hope that maybe they're working on new material or something. But yeah, I'm definitely going to start following these folks, because I like what I hear. They have a really cool vibe. I like their kind of warrior style. And yeah, the group vocal stuff really adds a nice cohesion, and again, that really brings forth that like warrior spirit vibe. So yeah, cool stuff, really. But anywho, let me know, folks, in the comments down below. What do you think of this song here? Let's talk about it. I'll catch you next time, Ranger. Out.